Alright guys, here we have the US Air Force B-9B bomber flyers hat thing, and it's basically kind of like a Soviet Ushanka, but it's American, and I'll get into that later. So this was kind of similar to the model 1943 pile hat that was used in Korea, and sometimes these get confused together. But the Korea one doesn't have like this, like, you know, foliage green, like bluish gray kind of lining on the outside, and it's pile, and this is like a different thing. So the flyers hat, it was first, the NSN number was first assigned in 1963, and it was used through the 70s, 1980s, and all the way into the 2000s, with the last contract being in 2010 for these bad boys. And overall, it's a great hat, and it was meant for it was meant for ground personnel, people in aircraft. It was basically kind of a universal hat that you can wear, but it was supposedly for pilots in the cockpit. So yeah, very cool. The outside of this hat is made of a 100% nylon twill. The lining here is 70% acetate and 30% wool, and it is very warm. And if you get too warm, you can put it up here and you can button it. So here's what the hat looks like up close. Very nice. This it's thin here. There's no like wool on the inside at all for the top, so your head might get a little bit cold, but it's meant to be worn with a headset. And personally, I like this feature because you won't overheat in it. You have this be able to escape some heat here, so you're not just sweating and fogging up the glasses or something. Very nice feature. But there's your nylon twill. Very nice. It's about 22 degrees out here right now, and this hat is very nice to wear. So the tag here, it says it was made by Proper, which made a lot of these hats, so you can see a bunch of like reference photos of Proper tags and stuff. I got mine size large from Venture Surplus for about 15 bucks a couple months ago, and it's held up very well. Mine was made in 2001, which is pretty late into these when these were, you know, made. So it is very good condition, and it's basically brand new. So it's 100% nylon, that's what it says, but this is obviously not nylon. You can't make a line like that out of nylon, but pattern 62 there, so that means something to somebody. But yeah, this is water resistant, so it's good for just like getting snow on it, you know, getting a little bit of snow on it. It's not that bad. This was meant to be worn over like a helmet liner or some shit, so that's why it's kind of oversized apparently. But personally, my big head, it's not oversized at all for me. It's pretty. When I first got this, I thought it wasn't even gonna fit because it was just too tight, and there's like a rope in here that's like going around your head. It gives like a good structure. And I thought I wasn't gonna be able to wear this, but now it's breaking it in and stretching out the rope a little bit. Now it just goes on very easily, very nicely. There's this little like a fur chin strap here, and you can get on the other side. You have these two buttons on each side, and you can adjust it so you can get these ear flaps down. And you have this chin strap here, so you don't get like, I don't know, like windburn or some shit. And you can tighten it, you know, on the lightest side like I just did, or you can get it all the way up here and get it really tight and look like this, which is it's not great. That's on each side, so if you want to adjust it, you can put this this is detachable. The little chin strap here, you can detach it, and you have just this now, and all you have to do is you put it on whatever setting you want, and it has on this what it looks like, these two buttons on each side, and you just slap that on whatever side you want, and then you just slap it on the other side. And if you want it on the right, you can put it on the right. If you want it on the left, you can put it on the left, no problem. I have it on the right just because I'm right-handed, so it's just a bit better that way. But overall, it's a great hat, and when it comes to water resistance, I'll show you guys what I mean. All right, for water resistance, we're gonna take some snow, right, and we're just gonna put it all on this. And as you can see, the snow just kind of falls off. I mean, it would fall off the BDU, sort of kind of sticks there, but as you can see, it just kind of glides right off with the twill. Again, for the BDU test, see how it kind of sticks there, but with the twill, this is twill too, but this is nylon, so as you can see, it just kind of goes right off, but it will stick to that fur, as you can see. But just shake it off, and then bam, basically brand new. Put it back on, and it still retains that heat. This material can be a little bit loud, some people would say, so they wouldn't sleep with it. It's kind of like a windbreaker material, but I mean, that's just kind of a gripe at that point. But that's soaked through slightly, as you can see. It's the water resistant part. It's kind of soaking through, but overall, this is great, guys. Yeah, guys, we're trying to find pictures of this in use. It's kind of hard. I've literally have never seen a picture of it like actually in use, but I know it was in use. But it's really kind of hard to find pictures of it. You can find pictures, but I don't know if it's using this hat specifically or it's using that model 1943 hat. So it's kind of like whatever, but overall, it's a great hat, and you should probably get one because this shit warm and it's drippy. Surplus, cold weather hat, very nice.